Hey everybody, it's Paul Ramsey, and I am joined today by Ulrike Milner, who is presenting at the 2017 NGH convention. And she's going to be talking on Sunday, August 13th at 8 a.m. Her presentation topic is, "You have the choice, stop making excuses." This is a good one. How are you, ma'am?
I'm excellent, thank you. How are you?
Ma'am, miss, I don't know, whatever. I don't know. I don't know why I did that. I'm having a weird day, Ulrika. Uh, I've been doing a lot of these. I think it's starting to get to me. So, first of all, we've never met, and I'm just glad to meet you, and I want to know more about you. So, tell me about how you got into hypnotism.
Well, I make a long story short.
Okay.
I was working as a hairdresser in Hong Kong, and I thought, wow, it's a cool idea. If you ever open your own salon, you want to give more service to your clients. So I offered them, or I planned to offer some tea and some herbs. And then I decided I want to do it properly. So I got and started the Chinese medicine for 4 years in Hong Kong. And I came back to Germany. I realized I couldn't do anything with my degree. It wasn't valued in Germany. So I became a naturopathic doctor in Germany. And then I realized all my life I had been a hairdresser, and my job is to make people pretty and nice. And all of a sudden I had to deal with back pain and pus and ulcers, and that wasn't my cup of tea. But I spent so much money and time and effort on being a naturopathic doctor in the end, what to do. And then my decision was hypnosis, and it worked. It was, yeah, I loved it from the very beginning.
I love that. It's like one of the most interesting. I have so many great stories when I talk with people about that, but the arc that you just took us on was truly entertaining. I love it.
Oh, thank
I
you.
love it. Yeah. So just to recap, hairstylist who becomes Chinese medicine practitioner who becomes hypnotist and still keeps doing this. Amazing.
Yes.
It's amazing. So today, how do you spend your time today? You still have a salon today. You still do hypnosis today. Where would you say on the hypnotism side of things, how much, like what kind of clientele do you have? Like what kind of issues do you most commonly work on?
Nowadays, most commonly fear issues and self-esteem. I have lots of ladies and men, same, for self-esteem, for burnout, being stressed at work, and a lot of fear, yes.
Yeah. I so see that. That's totally makes sense to me. So you've done a lot of different things. Clearly you value learning and you love learning about a lot of different things. You come to the convention and there's lots of things you could talk about. Why did you choose to present on this topic of stop making excuses?
Well, because I had one client and it was really amazing, a good-looking guy. He had money, he had a very secure job, and he came to see me for 7 years, and we made progress. I mean, yes, but he was always complaining, constantly complaining, and making excuses why he could possibly not be happy, not have a girlfriend, whatever. And one day, I decided we need a totally different approach, and I took the risk of never seeing him again, but I talked turkey with him. I was very, very straight with him in hypnosis, and I worked with him the 6-point turnaround, which I invented, and it worked great. After the session, I thought, well, you either never see him again or it worked. And the next time he came back, he said the nicest thing to me ever. He said, "Miss Milner, if I could build you an altar, I would." And that's why I figured, wow, this stuff works. So yeah.
That's awesome. That's great. Oh my gosh.
Oh, and basically, I got sidetracked with this. Why I really want people to hear this, it's about communication. And communication, we communicate with other people, partner, kids, co-workers, our dog, with everybody, and with ourselves. And in my talk, it's about self-communication and communication with everybody. So it's for absolutely everybody because we all talk.
Right, right. That's an important distinction though, and I'm really glad you made it, because we do not necessarily talk to ourselves the way we talk to other people. So we do both, but not the same way. And sometimes that's the problem, right? Sometimes we talk to ourselves in a way that we would never talk to anyone else.
Oh,
Right?
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely. And this is where the 6-point turnaround comes into play. We need to be honest with ourselves, and I mean brutally honest. Some people are way too strict with them, but some people are way too soft with them. So find the balance. It's easy to do it.
Right.
So.
Right. There's I mean, that's just that element of this conversation alone, I feel like we could talk for hours about, right?
Yes.
Because there's the way in which clients come to you with that challenge that maybe they've either been being just way too hard on themselves or not holding themselves accountable enough. And then there's this idea that as practitioners, I have always found that people tend to fall into like a camp or a model, right? And the two main choices from a very high level, broad perspective are they're either real confronters, real, hey, I got to challenge you to help you get to a different place in your life, or they're very like, I just want to love you and help you as much as I can. And not that one is better than the other, but that people tend to dominate on one or the other, but you really need times you have to do both, right?
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
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 And that's what the talk is about as well. To
Good.
find the right balance for the right client.
Yeah. Cool. So you guys, right off, that's an important, for those of you watching this video who find this video and you're thinking about going to the convention, that's a real thing for you to identify. Like if you can, if you're self-aware enough to identify for yourself that you have a hard time either confronting people when an instinct in you tells you that you should and you're just sort of afraid to do it, then you're hurting your own practice. Or if you're always confronting people and you're never developing that skill set for how to prop them up and support them, this session is this is your chance to go in and be developmental with yourself about that and work on that for yourself. It's a really important part of your professional development. You got to be able to do both. You got to be able to do both. Ulrike, tell me what for you, like, I hope you can answer. Was there a time in your life where that was like the light bulb went off for you on this, and once you came to that understanding, everything got way better for you?
Yes.
Yeah, tell me about that.
Again, it's a very personal story, but it's the truth. I had kind of a boyfriend, somebody I liked a lot. And he would not tell me anything straight. Yeah, you're nice, blah, 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 blah. And so we got into a row and I was angry. And what I usually do when I'm angry, I retreat. I don't write anymore. I don't talk anymore. I'm off. And what I always do as well when I'm angry, I get a good book where I can learn something from and I read. So I had this book from Tony Robbins and it said, you have the choice. Wow. I mean, I have been telling clients for years and years, you've got the choice, you've got the choice, we've got the choice. Yeah. But the first time I realized I had the choice and I decided I'm not going to be quiet. I'm not going to be angry now. I take it funny and I will call him. So I did exactly that. And the reaction was amazing. He told me exactly what I wanted to have heard the morning before we had the row. It worked like a charm. And
Yeah.
that was when I realized I have the choice. I truly have. Yeah.
That's awesome. Thank you for sharing that. That's so nice of you to share that. So this is another wonderful touch point, right? Of like another theme that I see with clients so often is they come to you truly not believing that they have a choice. They're not lying. They honestly think it's beyond their power and out of their hands, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. All right. So that's another great thing that you guys, you see, this is a great session for you to stop in at, because what we're talking about really is how do you raise your own awareness on your self level, right? But then you're also talking about how do you talk with a client about it so that you can raise that awareness for them and help move them forward. And this is one of the things I love about the convention is so many of these sessions, that's you usually find there's a benefit for you individually if you go. And then
Yeah.
there's also the benefit of you going back and doing better work with your clients. And I think this, from everything you're telling me, Ulrike, this fits that beautifully and
Yeah.
wonderfully. Really cool.
Thank you.
If people want to learn more about you and what you do, what's a great way for them to do that?
Well, um, we got a delay out of personal reasons. My mother-in-law passed away, so
Oh, I'm sorry to
everything
hear
got
that.
delayed. My website is not ready for the hypnosis side, but we do have a website. It's info@ulrikemilner.de, and there's a link to our new website, and it's coming very, very shortly. We're
Okay.
working on it, and it will be there next month.
Okay. All right. Cool. Great. Well, thank you for making time for me. I'm so glad that I got to spend this time with you.
Well, I'm thanking you. Thank you a lot.
Well, I'll see you in August, okay?
Okay, I hope so.
All
8
right.
a.m.
Wave me, flag me down, say hi.
Okay.
All right.
Bye
All right.
bye.
Bye-bye.